Hey everybody, I want to give you some quick feedback. I haven't seen you in class, so I feel a need to give you video feedback. And that's what the online students get. So Monique, I I love when we roll over this. There's color. This is really great. And these are strong. You really only need one of these. It's otherwise redundant. And I want you to be very selective. It's possible you can put this with this on a graphic page, but let's try and just have things go no deeper than this, since you have these, if these are yours, is the thing. I don't like to assume that they are or are not. I don't know. I feel like I've seen this. Okay. So if I click on these, I feel like I should go to something. See, that's a nice touch. Maybe that should be a little bigger if it's in Illustrator so that it can be zoomed in. So I think that will need to definitely be clearer. I know you have this down here, but we're also having to look for it. So I feel like if you could have your work in blocks like this that are pretty much the same. I know this one isn't exactly do what you have to do to try and make these a line at the bottom, if it means taking two out or whatever you have to do. Making that one a little larger maybe, and see if you can't then bring this up a little bit so we see it right here. It's still kind of out of the way, but we don't have to look for the navigation. I know it's not much in the way of scrolling, but since you can, let's raise that up. Update your copyright. Let's change this to a sans serif. This is a great photo. Eventually you might want to get one that's a little sharper. The about, this is talking about your services, and that's great, but this needs to be in more, less of a list for your about. Okay. You probably want to maybe make another page that says content creator or content strategist, or works, maybe just services, and you list these there. And it's good to have all that, except it's just not quite the place. It's a little large for this. What I want you all to do is to take a look at,
So tell me about yourself.
all right, I want you to look at this. Here's the link. You can find it down here. So all of you check this out. It's a really great point. It's simple and something that you will be able to apply hopefully to your about section as well as any interview. This is great, and left align would be nice, I think. But see, you have this here. So, you know, I don't think you need it in your about. I think you need to write your about. Okay? Write your about. And that's where you, again, mention your keywords, who, you know, what you're doing, what your service is. All right? Update this. Your contact, I think you need a better photo. It's not a good photograph as far as technically compared to what you could do, and less relevant. You know, the background is a little ignored. So try and use a sans serif here also. Not a big fan of italic unless it's really being used to identify and emphasize something, but this, if it's all italic, then that's not happening. So I think something like this would work here, upper lower case. Okay, so just a little bit different layout, and then you're just going to keep building your work. And you could even move this up to here when you've got some space here, and this is aligned with somehow this is across the way. This could come up, and then you could have just as much space under the bar and have another series like this of 8, or, you know, depending what size, but definitely you could maintain this shape all the way across this rectangle. All right, and continue to build. Try not to put images from the same event or the same clothing, same concept. All right, it just looks like it looks like we are filling things out. We all do it, but it's not ideal. Okay. All right, Brittany, I thought we had more photos. This, we don't have anything that tells us, is this a book illustration? And if so, we need to have a little about guide here. And that would go under graphics. So for your home page, you know, you've got the image here that really probably could go on your home page. And then this could be by itself. All right, because your home page isn't looking as sophisticated as your contact page photo. The bio, make sure that you listen to that video about how to speak about yourself and how to write about yourself. You could put the about me on the left and flip this so that the MCBS is not backwards. All right, it's not that this is bad, but and the spacing here is not the same, consistent. But I do want you to write it after you listen to the video, watch the video. Okay. So your graphics, always make sure, you guys, that whatever your thumbnail image is, like I'm sure if I click on this, it's going to go here, and that's awesome. And you've got this naming convention, that's good. And was that supposed to be fictitious? Because factious is a different word altogether. So make sure that's fictitious. All right. Okay. See, this needs to be next to the other image that you had. This one is being completely cut off in your thumbnail. So either find a section that doesn't get cut off or try something else. You know, like you can crop this and they can see the rest when they open up. Again, fictitious. All right, look that up. Okay. Okay. I think what you want to do is focus on your graphics. So for your thumbnail, grab the inside here, crop it there. Let's take this out because at this point, I think it's now been what, 2 years? Okay, we don't have a date, and it's 2019. It's been 1 year. Really, is that all? I'm not sure that this is the direction you want to go for this. It's a little busy. There was a lot that you had to include, you know, and sometimes it gets that way. But this, and this could all go together. This has too much white space, right? If you just had this, and I'm not sure that that's Illustrator right now, it might work. This kind of thing, if you have to have it, put it at the bottom. But I think this would be a good opening. This cropped, and if you want to figure something out like that, 6 would be plenty. All right. So focus on your very clean, simple work. That's going to be best. This is out of place with everything. That's the thing you want to work on. So is this one. This one's cropped. All right, but you still can rescue this and make it look amazing. All right, just focus on some of your strengths there. So you talk about photography, but we no longer have examples. So that would be a drop down, but you can remove it if you want altogether and just focus on this if you don't have some professional looking work. But the main thing, I would have 3 here and 3 here. That's all you need if it's good. So that's taking out 3. 2. And maybe you have some other work. You've got, yeah, you can do it. All right. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing this. I want it to be resubmitted. All right. Good job. Darren, love the colors. Love what you're doing here. Nice font here. Check this out. I think you mean instead of trying, instead of try to create a new face, I'm not sure that a circle is best. It's okay. It's not terrible. Maybe it's just this border. Maybe it needs to be a little finer and not so thick. The background, because you're not smiling here, I'm just not sure it's your strongest, with the shadow here, and just not sure. But I mean, it's all the colors great, and the text is looking good. This looked good. Good image. Good image. This one's a little flat. It's not a bad image, but the background is still really close to the figure there. This is amazing. Okay, this drops back. Focus is here. Great shot. That's what you guys want. This, I like how the eyes are fluttering, but I'm honestly not a fan of the digital butterflies. I don't think that expresses your work really, and I think it's more sophisticated without it. In the future, you want to start thinking about your backgrounds more. This is good. This is wonderful. Great. This one, not as much. I think you know that. The background, location, everything is, not thought out. I'm okay with that one. I don't know. I don't know if that's your best or not. And the background, this is okay, but again, it's like a apartment background window. This is great. Sephora is, because I think you're still connected with them. Otherwise, you'd have to remove that. But let's flop the brand label here because it's backwards. Okay, so that's kind of important. All right. Okay. All right. Love this. And let's see, if I go show more, is that going to go to your Instagram? Update this. I click more and either the images are too large or there's nothing there. So you can fix that. That's going to your Instagram. All good. Okay. All right. I like when you have different things going on. That's interesting because of the shadow effect. Okay. Well, you're staying on brand. You're staying on brand with that. So that's good. Update your copy. So when I click post, sorry, I clicked too hard. Okay. Of course, that's great. Okay, cool. Product links working. Make sure these are related. Contact. I would put this red in this color. Okay. All right. So that's my 2 cents. Put your LinkedIn and make sure your LinkedIn carries your brand. And let's see. Okay. Very good. All right, everybody. Remember that you'll be launching soon and you just want to make sure that your brand is consistent. Think about, Darren, think about having a resume of sorts where you also discuss any other technical marketing skills or knowledge, social media. All right. Good job, everybody.